The best in the business, the incomparable. The pinnacle of fitness and athleticism. The greatest athletes on the planet are in a league of their own. Their achievements are unsurmountable. Their success is unparalleled. They are also called the GOATs in their respective sports. But the million-dollar question that persists is, what has their finesse earned them? Well, that's a tricky one. They've got everything, millions of fans around the globe, respect and gratitude close to the gods. The trophies, the status, the recognition, and the stardom. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the most significant of these? Money. Yes, they have made a ridiculous amount of money on and off the field. So today, we will be having a sneak peek at the highest paid athletes of 2022. But before starting, I have a question. Do you know which one of the highest paid athletes owns 3 Bugattis? If not, then stay tuned. Well guys, here is the list of the top 10 highest paid athletes of 2022, and believe me, it's nothing less than mind-blowing. Number 10, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Money and age go hand in hand, but this NBA star has proved this wrong. He is less than 30 years old and the youngest athlete to be named in this list. Widely known as the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo was picked by the Milwaukee Bucks in 2013, and since then, he has come a long way. Giannis has been one of their most valuable possession, and in 2021, he landed a stupendous 5-year, $230 million contract with them. His success is such that this year alone, he's raked a massive $80.9 million, $39.9 million of which came from his on-court excursions, and $41 million of these came from his contracts with Google, WhatsApp, and Watchbox. Among his modest possessions, he owns a $1.8 million house where he's lived since 2018. He also owns a Land Rover, a BMW i8, and a Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Number 9, Tom Brady. Well, if it's a list of GOAT athletes, Tom Brady is a name you can never miss. The 45-year-old NFL legend has made quite a lot of money in his NFL career. In 2022 alone, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers star made $32.9 million from his on-field endeavors and a whopping $52 million from his off-field endorsements. Over the span of his career, he has made several off-field investments, including his clothing brand Religion of Sports, which he launched back in 2017. Not only this, but he's also founded an NFT platform, Autograph, which is set to make big money. As he is planning to retire very soon, he has already secured his future after he penned an enviable 10-year, $375 million deal with Fox Sports as an NFL sports analyst. His earnings aside, Brady likes to spend big and has a lavish $5 million car collection, which includes a $3 million Bugatti Veyron, a Rolls-Royce Ghost, and a Tesla Model S. Number 8, Canelo Alvarez. The Mexican professional boxer and legend is one of the highest paid boxers around the globe. During his prolific boxing career, the world champion has only lost twice. His stardom is such that in 2018, he landed a $365 million contract with DAZN and Golden Boy. Over the years, Canelo Alvarez has had some of the most bankable and profitable fight nights, and in 2022 alone, he's made a massive $85 million from his fights. No wonder why all the boxers are lining up to fight him. Not only this, his off-field endorsements and contracts have made him $5 million, taking his total earnings to $90 million in 2022. He currently has a partnership with Hennessy and also owns a taco restaurant in Mexico. Alvarez is a very smart guy. He's made investments in real estate which add $20 million to his worth every year. Canelo Alvarez likes to spend his huge fortune freely. He owns a $45 million yacht, a Bugatti Chiron, a Lamborghini Gallardo, and a Rolls-Royce Ghost, among many others. Number 7, Roger Federer. The god of tennis, the legendary tennis player Roger Federer, has also made it to the list of highest paid athletes this year. His on-field appearances were very limited this year owing to injuries and fitness issues. The 20 Grand Slams title holder only made $0.7 million from his on-field work, but courtesy of his lavish contracts from the likes of Rolex, Mercedes-Benz, Uniqlo Japan, and burgeoning, he has made $90 million off the field. He earns big and spends big. He's currently constructing a $50 million mansion near Lake Zurich and owns many luxury German cars, including a Mercedes CLS 450, a Mercedes AMG GTS, and a Range Rover. Number 6, Kevin Durant. Another star basketballer who has an unmatched skill set, Kevin Durant, is one of the biggest names in the NBA. The Brooklyn Nets GOAT has made an eye-watering $42.1 million from his on-field appearances and currently has a 4-year, $165 million contract with the NBA team. But the real deal is his off-field endorsements and contracts. He has a $28 million shoe deal with Nike, one of the highest in the sport. Among his other contracts, he's working with Google, Coinbase, Beats, and 35 Ventures, and has made $50 million off the field, making $92.1 million in 2022 alone. And you know what? Kevin Durant is a witty lad. He's invested in more than 80 companies through his firm 35 Ventures. Likes to spend lavishly and has a $4 million car collection, which includes a 1966 Ford GT. Over the years, he's also invested more than $30 million in properties as well. Number 5, Stephen Curry. One of the greatest three-point shooters in NBA history, Stephen Curry is a priceless possession for the Golden State Warriors, and his contract justifies it. No NBA player has more salary than the legendary Stephen Curry. Golden State Warriors are currently set to pen down a 4-year, $215 million deal with him. In 2022 alone, Curry made $45.8 million with his on-field expeditions for the Warriors. A big name like him also has some of the biggest endorsement deals. He's currently working with Rakuten, Under Armour, and Blockchain, and has made $47 million from these contracts, earning a total of $92.8 million in 2022. He loves to buy new properties and cars. He owns a $31 million mansion in Atherton, a Mercedes G-Wagon, 2 Porsches, and a Tesla. Number 4, Neymar. The 30-year-old Brazilian footballer made headlines when he made a move to PSG in 2017 after a record-breaking $217 million transfer. Since then, he has been making big money. In 2022 alone, he made $70 million with his on-field play. Among his endorsements are Puma, Qatar Airways, Netflix, and Red Bull. He made an enviable sum of $25 million with all these contracts, taking his income to a colossal $95 million. He also has a huge social media presence and is known for his luxury lifestyle. He lives in an $8 million mansion and, to everyone's surprise, owns 2 private jets, a helicopter, and a yacht. His impressive car collection includes an Aston Martin and Koenigsegg, amongst many other supercars. Number 3, Cristiano Ronaldo. The Portugal captain and biggest superstar in world sports, Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the most influential and renowned footballers of his generation. He's the most followed person on Instagram and has 5 million followers. In 2022, he made $60 million in salary with Manchester United, but most of his income comes from his massive contracts off the field. As for his off-field excursions are considered, he has contracts with the top brands in the world like Herbalife and Tag Heuer. He also has signed a mind-boggling $1 billion lifetime contract with Nike, making $55 million off the field. The Ballon d'Or winner is also a successful businessman and owns his CR7 clothing lineup, a chain of CR7 Pistana hotels. He likes to buy new properties and owns an $18.5 million flat at the Trump Tower. His car collection is breathtaking. He owns a Bugatti Veyron, a Bugatti Chiron, and an $11 million Bugatti Centodieci. Among other things, he also owns a Gulfstream G200 jet. Number 2, LeBron James. Well, guys, LeBron James is the second highest paid athlete in the world. Indisputably the greatest basketball player of his generation, the Los Angeles Lakers star will take home $41.2 million in salary this year. But this is not it. The NBA star also has some of the biggest off-field endorsements and contracts, such as Crypto.com to his name, and he will be earning a stupendous amount of $80 million from these. He has earned $121 million in 2022 and has amassed a net worth of $1 billion. He owns a $24.5 million house in Los Angeles and an epic car collection that includes a Hummer, a Lamborghini Aventador, and many others. Number 1, Lionel Messi. This year's award for the highest paid athlete on earth is bagged by none other than the Argentinian star footballer Lionel Messi. The 7-time Ballon d'Or winner will be taking home a lucrative salary of $75 million from PSG. His endorsement portfolio includes names like Socios.com, Budweiser, and PepsiCo. The football maestro has also signed a lifetime deal with Adidas, which will pay him handsomely. In total, the champion footballer is expected to bag $55.2 million from his off-field ventures. As expected, Messi lives a very luxurious life, and he owns an array of supercars. The list is topped by the $36 million Ferrari 335 S Spider Scaglietti, followed by a Pagani Zonda Tricolor, Maserati Gran Turismo, a Range Rover, and many more. That is all for today. My friends, time is a bummer, but we will be back with more exciting content very soon. Before leaving, please don't forget to dunk on that subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications. Until next time, take care. Adios.